Go ahead and
Okay.
tell the people who you are.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Andrew Jackson Jr. I'm actually the youngest son of Andrew Jackson Sr. from the legendary Rock of Harmony. And I've just jumped on because I know we'll be coming to celebrate with Renee on July in Hammond, and I'm looking forward to that wonderful experience. My first time participating in a program for her. I know my father said he did one with the group a few years ago, but this will be my first time attending, and I'm looking forward to coming to celebrate with her for 35 wonderful years of promoting gospel music.
All right, all right. Yeah, 35 years of outreach ministry, and in 34 of those years, I really, well, I said 33 of those years, I actually been promoting the music. I started out with ministry, youth ministry, 34, 5 years ago, and in that
Okay.
second year, I went on to bring the groups in and stuff like that. And I've been on radio at the local station here in Hammond for 26 years. But yeah,
Oh,
so just outreach ministry. That's what I do.
okay. Well, that is
And
a blessing to be able to be used however God sees fit to use you. So that's definitely a blessing. Well, while I got you on there, I just wanted to share with you that on June 27th, we'll be celebrating my father's 85th birthday. His birthday is June 25th, but on the 27th, we're going to have a little get together at the New Hope Baptist Church Education Building where we had the anniversary from 3 to 6, just to fellowship with him and to show him some love for
oh,
85 years of life if the Lord allows him to see June 25th.
85 years old, y'all. That is awesome. And I love myself some Rocks of Harmony and some Brother Andrew Jackson Sr. because he has been one of the lead singers for the whole time they've been singing. There were several other brothers that led, especially Brother Lionel. God knows we miss Brother Lionel. And I think about one of your other uncles, maybe two other uncles led from time to time, but they were mostly musicians. And tell me a little bit about the Rocks of Harmony. I know they originated out of Smithdale. No, not Smithdale. Out of let them know where y'all originated from.
Well, the Rocks of Harmony, all those Jackson brothers were born and raised in Centerville, Mississippi, and they moved on to New Orleans as they, I guess, got age of 18, one at a time, and then they all joined the New Hope Baptist Church under the late Freddie H. Dunn, and he actually changed their name from the Jackson Brothers to the Rocks of Harmony. And all of those brothers were members of the New Hope Baptist Church until the Lord called them all home. And of course, my dad is the last remaining Jackson brother, but we thank God for other brothers. My older brother Jerome, who lives in Texas, that sings when he can, and the group that some brothers that's a part of the group now that's almost like family. But I do have a cousin that plays the drums, so we still have a little Jackson blood in the group, so to speak. So we just gonna continue to allow God to use us to sing praises to His name as long as He sees fit.
And what's one of your favorite groups? You know, y'all an old school group, and I'm an old soul. You know, I've been told that I'm an old soul. So you all are a traditional group. So what is one of the favorite songs? Well, what can I ask you, Andrew Jr., because you say you the baby. So Jerome is older than you.
Yes, Jerome is older than me. He's about 4 years older than me. Yes.
And you all have the same mother, right?
Yeah, same mother. Yeah.
Okay.
We grew
Yeah,
up in
what
the same
I'm saying,
household.
the reason I say that is because how did he not, and she got it right to name you Junior, but how did he not become a junior since he was born before you?
Right, right. Well, people ask that question, and I guess in their mind they was hoping to have a girl with their second child, a boy and a girl. But when they wind up having another boy, they just say, "Well, we might as well name him Andrew Jr." But I do look more like my father. They say than Jerome, so I guess God knows better than anybody else when it comes down to when to name him after the father.
Okay, 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 that's awesome. Well, because I was like, wait a minute, hold on, when you say you were younger, because I wanted you to be, I was going to think you were older, because you know, you recently did you just recently come back to town? How you recently got back in the group? Because I know Jerome is out of town now, but I remember Jerome being with him from time to time, in and out. But then Jerome moved away. But then now you're with him. So when I first started really following the rocks, you were not there. So did you venture out and move away for a little while?
No, ma'am. I've always lived in New Orleans. I just, at the time, never technically joined the group because there was a lot of my uncles already in there. So I always used to tell them they didn't really need me in that moment. But as my uncles got older and, became sick and a couple of them passed away, that's when my dad asked me to join. But I had, on occasion, gone to programs and sung with them before in a pinch when somebody was sick or something like that. And I grew up with them having rehearsal at my house, so I knew all the songs since day one. So it's not like
So were
I
you
had to
were
go in
you
and learn nothing yet.
okay? But so were you just not interested in the quartet arena for a little while, and you just
Oh,
wanted to be somebody in the
no,
background?
no, ma'am. I've loved quartet music all my life. I've never not liked it. It's just the fact that at the time it was a large group, and so I'm just one of those type of people that didn't want to just be in the group if I couldn't participate because I had, my uncles were singing as well. So, but as they, passed on and the need really came about for me to join, then that's when I joined with my last uncle, Uncle Albert Lanier, when he passed. So I guess I've been singing regular now for I guess the last maybe 3 or 4 years. So you do stuff in God's timing, and I was involved in my church. I sang in the choir. I was active in our street evangelism ministry. I'm a Sunday school teacher, so I was doing a lot and still am doing a lot. So I didn't miss out on anything per se by not
Uh-huh.
being in the group. But as I say, I was always around them, so everything they know, I knew as far as songs were concerned. So it wasn't any problem with me just filling right in with no problem. So, but
But you
I
know
thank
what?
God for.
I like everything that you're saying, Andrew, because that can be encouraging to someone else. It's like you waited your season and you said that you didn't want to just move in there because you wanted to be useful. I like what you said because I mean, they had so many up in there when I met the group, and I especially your big uncle. To me, he was so handsome and good looking. He had like almost Jerry curl. He was kind of like broad shoulder, dark skinned. He was like one of the first or second ones to pass, and he was in
Yeah,
there. It had at least seven brothers in there at least.
it was
So
7 brothers, and you had 2 or 3 other members that were not brothers. So at any given time, they had anywhere from 10 to 12 members. So you don't need that many people for quartet. So at the time, it just wasn't like you say, my season to join, but now that my father is the last one and he's getting, up in age, the Lord is now allowing me to kind of step in and kind of take a little bit of that load off of his shoulder where he don't have to do all of the behind the scene things that you have to do for a group. So I just follow his lead. Whatever he needs me to do and tell me to do, then I pass it on to the rest of the brothers. And we just, like I say, thank God for what he's doing with the Rock and Harmony still to this day. And we definitely, like I said, are looking forward to meeting you and everyone in Hammond for your great celebration in July. So we'll be having rehearsal tomorrow, getting ready for that big event. So we're
and
gonna we gonna be ready.
what is two of your favorite songs, and do y'all still sing them now? What are two of your favorite songs, and do y'all still sing?
Well, the first one, as far as the rock home is concerned, I grew up on my dad singing all of my burdens. So that was just one of the first songs I ever learned and just heard and just a part of my DNA now is almost like, it was like yesterday. So that's one of my favorite ones. And my brother sings the one that I like that my daughters, they enjoy too. I know which one you thinking about, but I'm not talking about that one. The one he does, the one he did, he came when I'm running. I'm not running with the devil no more. Is one of the favorite ones that he sings. But I like the one you talking about as well. I can't think the name of it right now, but I know every time I see you, I think about you because I know you like when he sang that song. Now, if you're gonna be in Baton Rouge in June for the Voices of Distinction, he's gonna be in town. So I think he's gonna be accompanying us for that
Oh,
program. I can't guarantee you're gonna sing that particular song, but he's
look,
supposed to be with us in June.
you go ahead on and text him and you tell him that this Renee says she want to hear that song in Baton Rouge in June on June 28th for the Fourth of Distinctions anniversary. You make sure
Well,
you
I'm
tell.
well, I'm a pass it on, and I'll see what he decides because, like I said, they all make their own decisions of what songs they want to sing at any given time. So we'll see what the Lord says about that.
So let me do this right now. Let me introduce you to my guest that's coming all the way from South Carolina. They are they're kind of like an old school traditional, but I think now in their older days, since they got a lot of new members like you all have, they got some of that young flavor now. And this is Brother Andrew Jackson Jr. Ed. I mean, well, Ed is a preacher. He's a reverend. But matter of fact, it's ironic when he brought me to South Carolina to meet that group and to share in the anniversary over 20 years ago. When I got there, he was getting ready to be ordained to be a reverend. But this
Okay.
Brother Andrew Jackson Jr. out of New Orleans, and he's now in the group with his father. And you kind of heard some of what he was talking about. They're a legendary group, been singing over 50 plus years, and he's now taking up some of the slack because a lot, just like your group, a lot of your uncles and a lot of your even your brothers have passed on. So now he's taking up some slack of some of the family members, and they're a legendary group in New Orleans. And this is a legendary group of Minister Ed, Reverend Ed Wilson, up in East over South Carolina, around Columbia, South Carolina. I'd just like to introduce you all before y'all get to the program on July the 18th. So maybe y'all get the fellowship and y'all might be able to exchange numbers and bring each other to South Carolina and New Orleans. Who knows?
You never
Amen.
know. That's right. Amen. Amen. And what's the
Amen.
name of your group?
We're the Rising Stars from Eastover, South Carolina, and it's truly a pleasure to have the opportunity to meet you today.
Same here. Same here. Like I was telling with her, Sister Renee, I love gospel music. It's been a part of my DNA. I'm 56 years old, and I've probably been around it for all of those 56 years, whether I knew it or not.
Amen. Amen.
Right. Well, Andrew, I'm not going to keep you since you've been on here first, but thank you. And what is one of the songs you think that you all may, about two of the songs you think you may sing when you come to Hammond on July the 18th?
Oh, I really wouldn't even want to say nothing and then not be right. Because, like I said, we're going to be rehearsing all this month. And I pretty much let my dad kind of take the lead on that. So, whatever the Lord lay on his heart, that's what we're going to do. But we just pray that you and everyone that's there will be blessed by whatever those songs may be. Now, if you have another one of these calls before the program, I might know something maybe a little later on if you ask that question again.
We'll find out because I'm going to be rolling every week with, I'm going to be on here and I'll probably send you the link. And anytime you want to jump in, you can.
Okay, sure will. God
Yeah.
bless you both, and thank you.
God
All right.
bless you.
All
All
right,
right.
bye bye.